Here's what I want to say, and I honestly, I understand I'm preaching to the choir here. Everything about this is wrong. You know it, and I know it. But I actually know it better than most because I helped build that organization. And that's why I am almost the perfect person to discern what is normal and what is abnormal in terms of, and I want to be clear, we're not here to make assumptions, okay? And we wouldn't have to make any assumptions if Turning Point USA could just...
Tonight's story isn't rumor. It's testimony from the inside. According to a whistleblower from within TPUSA, Erica Kirk had already begun assuming CEO duties before her husband's death, making executive calls, issuing orders, and sidelining the man who...
But I was so clearly deluded in the immediate aftermath of his death that I was operating under this function. I mean, I truly believed that I would be fighting for...
Two of the biggest voices in media have just joined forces to expose a secret they say was never supposed to see the light of day. What they revealed about a prominent conservative leader's final days is sending shockwaves through the political world. Joe Rogan and Candace Owens, figures who rarely align, have dropped a bombshell investigation into the death of Charlie Kirk. The official story of his passing never sat right with the public. But now, these two are claiming they have evidence that shatters it completely. And the person at the center of this storm? His widow, Erica.
But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President JD Vance. I do. And that's why I'm so blessed to be able to introduce him tonight, because he understands the fight that we're up against.
Wait, what?
She pulls this off. She is a horrible actress. We saw this. We saw this immediately after his assassination. Do you remember when she recorded herself? She videotaped herself stroking the hands of her dead husband while he's lying in the casket. It was some creepy ass shit. Then we saw that cult rally that was supposed to be a memorial for her husband. They held it at a fucking stadium with fireworks. No family, no lifelong friends spoke at this thing. Just politicians and friggin' political hacks. And then she gets up there and says, "That young man who murdered my husband, I forgive him." Remember that? Not a fucking tear anywhere in sight. It was the worst acting I think I had ever seen in my life. So you're damn right I'm going to be watching this in
This isn't just another tragic headline. This is a collision of power, betrayal, and a truth that powerful people allegedly tried to bury. According to Owens, who co-founded Turning Point USA with Kirk, the problem started from within. She claims in his final weeks, Charlie was under immense pressure, not from outside critics, but from his own inner circle. He was reportedly asking questions that made certain people very nervous. He was changing, Owens has hinted, suggesting he was preparing to walk away from the empire he built and potentially expose what he knew. Immense pressure, not from outside critics, but from his own inner circle. He was reportedly asking questions that made certain people very nervous. He was changing, Owens has hinted, suggesting he was preparing to walk away from the empire he built and potentially expose what he knew. A source close to the event claims security was told not to cooperate with local police. Then, Joe Rogan amplified these claims to his millions of listeners. He pointed to what he called a pattern with public figures who start asking dangerous questions. He didn't point a direct finger, but his calm analysis of the strange timeline and the missing security footage sent the internet into a frenzy. Her behavior after the fact, it's weird, Rogan stated, putting a national spotlight on Erica Kirk's conduct. And the internet listened. Viewers dissected her every move, from her memorial speech where she forgave the alleged shooter without a visible tear, to the rapid, quiet consolidation of power within Turning Point USA that insiders say began before Charlie's death. Whistleblowers from inside the organization started coming forward, alleging that Erica was already acting as CEO, making executive decisions and sidelining her husband in the organization he created. Then, a cryptic order emerged. Charlie's own security team was allegedly told to stand down and not coordinate with local police on the day he died. The plot thickened when Erica Kirk vanished from public view, only to be spotted in closed-door meetings with the organization's top brass. When she finally broke her silence, it wasn't with a grieving widow's statement. It was with a cold, direct-to-camera video titled, "For the Record." In it, she called out grifter media, took full control of Turning Point USA, and ended with a chilling promise. Charlie always said, "The truth will reveal itself, and when it does, I'll be ready." That single line felt less like a tribute and more like a warning. Ready for what? Now, Rogan is teasing new information from a source, and Candace Owens is promising concrete proof. The battle lines are drawn. One side sees a widow protecting a legacy. The other sees a calculated power grab. In this high-stakes war of narratives, the biggest question remains: what is the real truth behind Charlie Kirk's death? And as both sides gear up for what comes next, one thing is certain: this story is far from over. If you want to stay on top of these unfolding events, make sure to support this channel. Like this video and subscribe to Winds of Thought so you don't miss the next update.